now tuned in to the Next2Flex podcast.
Streets talking about.
Good evening, good people. We're back for another week. I am filling in for our normal host tonight. Taking care of some personal business. I got the crew with me. He calls them Scumbag Nation. I call them my homies. We're going to start from the top and work our way around. Starting with you, Sean.
What it do, y'all? Sean, a.k.a. permanent special guest here for another episode of Next2Flex Sportz podcast. Let's go.
You, J.O.
Yo, it's J.O. I'm here, to talk sports because I'm the lifeblood of this podcast and everybody knows it and everybody shows it. And I rhyme and I do it all the time.
Okay, Dick.
And I'm done. I'm done.
All right, you, Kevin.
You done rhyming? You done rhyming, man?
I'm done.
You done? All right, cool.
It's time to talk sports.
What's up? We're here to talk sports and wear a great sweatshirt. Let's do this.
You, D
Because
Nice.
he don't rhyme or do it
All right, DMV D Nice. Ready for another episode. Tough loss last week, but hey, let's go. Let's get it.
All right, well, we're going to get off into it right now, fellas. We're going to go ahead and talk about the Commanders and their loss when they went up to Philly. We want to get a takeaway from the game and where did it go wrong?
Where did it go wrong?
Turnovers.
Yeah.
Turnovers.
Yeah, definitely.
Clearly. And bad defense.
Barkley did what he do. But even still, at one point, being down 2 points, even after Barkley scored 2 touchdowns quick and shredded us, we're still only down by 2. And then the quarterback or the offense didn't touch the ball for what a whole half a quarter or some shit like that. Like, and they went up two more touchdowns. Like it's turnovers.
Yeah.
That's it. That's all. That's it. Really. I mean, that's how
I'll add on to that. Just poor defense, man. It's just like we couldn't stop a cold. Like everything that they done, they could move. Oh my gosh, man! It's not just Saquon. It's just even the passes to AJ Brown, Smith. Like it was, yeah, man. It was tough loss, man. Tough loss. We got punched in the goddamn mouth.
Yeah, I mean it's one of them games where first possession was great, drove the ball, got the ball down the field, and then once the turnovers happened, just kind of went snowball. But they were in the game for a while, but the turnover, you can't turn the ball over 4 times and expect to win the game. And then obviously too many big plays. You guys, Barkley first touch, scoring off of missed tackles, and then too many wide open receiver. I mean the whole game plan, I guess. On defense wise, I don't know if they didn't show up. Obviously, Payne didn't play. Maybe it helped out, stopped around a little bit. But I mean, the intensity was there. It's just the execution, and they beat by a better team. Hopefully, get better players in the offseason. But you expected them you wanted to see a closer game. Obviously, you didn't want to see a blowout like that. 55 is rough to anybody.
So let me ask you this: how do you feel about where Crosby? Do you think it was a big deal that he was out? Crosby.
Cosby.
Cosby. Jaden. I mean, I wouldn't blame anything on Jaden. I mean, Jaden was able to make throws. I mean, he had some pressure in his face, obviously. I wouldn't blame that on Cosby.
I think the offense played.
Offense
well.
moved the ball.
Hold on. But
too many mistakes.
There,
you fumbling the ball.
The game plan. Everyone knows this. On that we talked about this. The game plan was to just keep the game close.
Yeah,
Philly's going to do their thing. Like, there was never any premise or any kind of inclination anyone here thought that the defense could stop Philly. That was never going to be the game plan. The game plan was to keep the game close. And just matriculate down the field and be fine. Those turnovers are the exact key to the game, and they weren't even picks. There were 3 fumbles, 3 forced fumbles. Like that is the game right there. Because again, I'm extrapolating, and I'm just saying, if those 3 turnovers turned to directly to 3 touchdowns for Philly, right, and took the ball out of our best players' hands, right? So if you don't have those 3 turnovers, let's say they score on 2 out of 3 of those possessions, that game is way different than 55 to 23. It's now like 34 to 23, and we have scored 14 more points potentially with those 2 more possessions.
Yeah.
It's those games, those fumbles were the game based on what it needed for us to do to win that game. Those 3 fumbles is the game.
Yeah,
because you gave away 2 possessions.
And it came at times, like you said, it came at a time where it was like almost back to back. So we didn't even have the ball for 2 possessions.
Right.
Especially on the kickoff. Especially on the kickoff. That was ugly.
Yeah, the kickoff was just ugly.
I
But
mean,
even the one from Eckler, though. Eckler, when the ball got punched out, my thing is this. Okay, you lose the ball, we lost the ball, whatever. On defense, why can't y'all do the same thing? Like y'all, why y'all can't punch the ball out?
It ain't that easy, man. But yes,
it's not that easy.
Some things happen. Some things the way it happens. Like, I mean, you can ask that, but like, I mean, I looked it up. Saquon Barkley lost 4 fumbles in his whole career. Like, that's not something he does. You know what I mean? Like, it's just not something he does. Like, AJ Brown is gonna catch the ball, put it away, get out of bounds or whatever. He's not. It ain't too many times AJ Brown is fighting for extra yards. It ain't too many times Devontae Smith is fighting for extra yards. They just get the ball, they get what they get to, and they gone, right? And so,
but this is the same thing that happened in the previous game, turnovers. I mean, they was hunting for the ball. I mean, last time they played them was 5 turnovers, but they overcame and got the W. You just can't win. You can't stay in the game like last time to overcome that many turnovers. And one thing we were hoping for was Jalen to be a little hampered, but shit, he looked fully healthy. I mean, he I didn't see no signs of weakness.
He got confidence too as the game went on. I mean, it's amazing how injuries can go away when you're winning. Like you're fine. But had it been a closer game, you know what I'm saying?
You might have saw him limping around and acting real tense.
Exactly.
Jalen, especially lately, I've seen that he does kind of tense up a little bit late in games. Like he's like Kevin said, his injury shows a little bit more, or you know what I'm saying. So it has tensed up a little bit, and it's a good thing they've had Barkley this year and breaking them runs because the couple playoff games before us, they needed them. You know what I mean? They needed them because Jalen has not done anything. But like Kevin said, he had confidence. He had confidence to do things that he hasn't done in the playoffs this year. So, I mean, it is what it is. But I mean, I feel like some timely penalties too kind of hurt us with the hold that was blatant. When we stopped him, it was 4th and 5.
Hitting out of bounds.
Hit out of bounds.
Ripped the helmet off.
But the helmet thing, that should have been offset penalties. I mean, because I don't care. Ripping his helmet off should be an automatic. And Lattimore should have stopped what he was doing, but it shouldn't have just been a penalty against Lattimore. It should have been a penalty, an offsetting penalty. Because I'll take the penalty for him. I mean, he did what he did. He incited the riot, but you can't just take that man helmet off and not expect to get a penalty. That's ridiculous.
Right.
But I'm not gonna blame it on penalties. It was directly. It was a directly the 3 fumbles. It was a 3 fumbles. We know that. And the first one with Diami, we on the road. We driving. So
also to add on, I really didn't see a lot from our rushing, man. We were out of 3 players, Jaden, Robinson, and Eckler. We had 25 carries for a total of almost 115 or something like that. Something yards. We just lost that aspect, man. We lost that aspect of the run game and the fumble.
But when you down, you know you're not gonna be able to run as much.
Throw.
You know what I'm saying? The game they were game script out.
But we were in it. If we didn't have the Eckler fumble, we would have only been down maybe 4 points. Because we were going down there to score. It would have been 34, maybe 30 or 31. 34.
I mean, we can sit here and blame Eckler for that was kind of late. We was already down by a few, but when Diami fumbled, we were in the game. when Nichols fumbled. Well, I don't even know why he was back there when your best was Eckler and McCaffrey, your best kick returners, and they both are healthy enough to be in the game at that point. I have no idea why he's
And
in the game.
McCaffrey didn't get 0 burn.
But I think that one was the biggest.
Yeah, because right before it changed momentum going to halftime. Exactly.
That messed up everything right there. I think he
that was huge.
So we had Kevin, our beat reporter, going behind enemy lines in the game. When did you feel that because we had momentum, but the tide had turned? When did you feel like, okay, this is getting out of hand?
All right, so as y'all know, I was in Philly and I was talking shit. So I'm amongst all Philly fans, clearly, right? And I'm doing my best to make them feel nervous because they were leading the entire game. So my safety was never in I was never afraid of my safety because they're winning. Like I can't talk about so much shit. But what I was trying to do was instill you don't really believe what you're saying. Like you're yelling at me, but you don't believe it because you're scared, right? So I had the whole crowd like they're on edge because they winning, but it's not that far ahead, right? So it's halftime now, right? I believe the halftime score was 34-23 or something like that.
Yeah.
What was it halftime? All right.
No,
like,
halftime was 27.
No. It was 27-14.
No. 20.
No, they scored 30 at halftime. They definitely did.
Did they have 30 at halftime?
No, I think it was 27-12. I think it was 27-12.
You sure?
27-12.
Okay.
Yeah, something like
Let's
that.
look that up.
I'm like, look, here's what's gonna happen, right? Philly getting the ball out of halftime. I said, y'all gonna go 4 and out, and if we can get the ball, we're gonna score. I said, what happened? Philly went 4 and out. They nervous. What did we do? Go 4 and out. Like that.
Go 3 and out. Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Of doing like they were on the cusp of having the game plan that, like I said, we all envisioned them to win. Just keep the game close. Exactly. They had opportunities.
It was 27-15.
27-15.
And then after that 4 and out by the Skins, by the Commanders, then Philly scored again, and then we got the ball, then we fumbled. I'm like, God damn it! Like there's still opportunity for them to do what needs to be done to stay close to win the game. But those 3 fumbles just kept killing it. Like it was just like, and that last one, at that point I gave up. Like, I can't win this. Like it was the last one that's really brought back, like, God damn.
Yeah.
So I mean, it was a good time. Like you can expect being amongst the Philly's a different beast, man. That first time there, that joint was woof. But I had a great time.
It's different. Did you see them in front of the bus? Did you see them in front of the bus? Did you see them in front of the bus?
I was on the way back by then. I got the hell up. But
but
before the game, I saw what you're saying. Like it's dumb fools everywhere though. Like it's not just Philly do that dumb stuff.
But in Philly, like you forget that when they broke the I was young when they broke his legs. The mascot, the black guy, the Indian. When they
they dumped him into a trash can. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, but the thing is, they are so crucial up there. Like I've been there like 3 times. And my homegirl, she went up there when the Falcons beat them, and I was like, "Yo," I'm texting. I'm like, "Yo," she was up there with her peoples. I was like, "Yo, don't go up there talking junk. Don't get drunk because they just, especially if you winning. See, they different. They're winning, but they are sore losers when they're losing, and they be looking to fight. Like I've seen it, and it's like it's so ridiculous, man. And I was like, Kevin, I know how we go to the game. I know. I was like, man, I even prayed for you, brother.
I know he went full Kevin. I know you went full Kevin. I know you went
I didn't hold nothing back, man. Like, but like I said, I mean, people around me, like, there's assholes everywhere, man. But like I mean, I don't know how to knock on wood on this, but like people around me know what I was doing, and it's a mutual thing. Like if you're gonna give it, you gotta take it. You can't get mad when they yell at you and cussing you out because they're gonna do that. But I'm still gonna face you. Like you're not gonna just sit me and yell at me. You can yell back, but it's no. And like I said, people I was around, like it's all Phillies fans, and none of them wanted to fight me. Like it's just.
Because they were winning.
I had a guy from like 12 rows back kept coming back to fuck with me. I'm like, okay, you welcome back again. That's very nice. Fucking seat. Like we're the we're the only Commanders fans in the area. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, dude, you press. You walking 12 rows and talk to me? Go sit watch fucking game.
Yeah.
So there you
go. So I mean, like the whole, how was it like before the game? Was it what was the ratio with Commanders fans there, or if you look around, was it as many as it was in Tampa?
98-2, 98% to 2. It was no. Let's take the pictures.
Not as much.
Not
as much.
In the beginning, when we got there was a big Commanders contingency in the parking lot, like a lot of them. But when we got in the stadium, my man, it was. Where the fuck y'all? It was like
all right. Everybody was out there. Everybody was outside.
Dude, there was no one. Like I said, around us, and I'm in the nosebleeds. Like I'm sitting here, and 2 rows back is the back of the stadium. You know what I'm saying, like I see the whole crowd. I'm like, yo, there's no one here but us, yo.
we saw you, man.
So, we thought good time. I will go back.
We thought you touched the cloud.
Okay. So let's dig into this right now. We're gonna get into this free agency thing. And we're gonna talk about the Commanders free agency. I'm gonna let Kevin take over from here. And we're gonna talk about who would you keep, who would probably be on the fence, and what would you do. So Kevin, you can have this segment right here.
All right, so I'm gonna lay it out first, right? So the Commanders have approximately $102 million as far as cap space next year. Right? So the current free agents we have are going to be. They're going to be okay. So the John Bates, the Nick Bellows, guys that don't worry about that. But the big names we have, big meaning for our team, Dyami Brown, Noah Brown, Jeremy Chin, Jamison Crowder, Michael Davis, Joey's favorite corner, Zach Ertz.
I forgot about that dude.
Exactly. Clement Farrell, Derek Forrest, who didn't play this year, I don't think. I think he been hurt all year. You got Dante Fowler Jr., the kicker, who cares about that? A couple other guys, another corner named the young dude, Noah something. I can't say his last name, but don't worry about
it. Monogamy.
Marcus Mariota. Yeah, that you said it. Mariota, I think should be brought back. Jeremy Nichols, KJ Osborne, who signed off the waiver wire. Another kicker, Austin Stewart. My boy St. Juice, who I know everyone hates, but I don't hate about him. I think he still got. I really don't hate him. Like I think he got a bad rap here. Like playing corner is hard. He has the body to play corner. I think he just got a bad rap here. Bobby Wagner, Trestway, my man Olamide Zacchaeus, Oz, as they call him.
OZ.
So that's
OZ.
Those are the big free agents, right? So first of all, let's talk about the ones we know we want back. We know we want Wagner back. We know we want Zach Ertz back.
Yeah.
I want Mariota back as a good back.
I think he was. Yeah, I agree. He was great.
He was a great backup for him.
I'll keep him on the roster. Yeah.
So that's 3 definites I want back. I can't think of anybody else I would demand to have. Oh, sorry.
How you feel about Dyami Brown? I mean, he played when he got his opportunity to play. He actually started making some plays for the end of the season. But can he be consistent? You know what I'm saying?
Here's the thing. I want the definites back, and then I want it to be a tier after that. Meaning, if you don't ask for a lot of money, you can come back and fight for a spot.
Okay. Of course.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
On the cheap. Exactly.
I want the because even Wagner and Ertz, I don't want to pay him a lot, right? I think Wagner made $6.5 million a year. If he gonna ask for a raise, and that's fair. I mean, it's one of his last contracts, so I'm fine with paying Wagner, $9 million, give him a little bit of raise, but he still got to fight for a spot. We're still going to go out and sign free agents because, like I said, we have $102 million in cap space. I'm still going to sign another linebacker, a younger dude that has a range from sideline to sideline, except from hash to hash. You know what I'm saying? Like we got to do that. So anyone I am advocating to bring back, I still want to sign somebody at that position because we got to get better. At tight end, we have Ben Sinnott, who didn't do anything this year because Zach Ertz played out of his mind. But Sennett really should surpass Ertz next year. He should. If not, get rid of Sennett because he's not worth it.
He's not it. He's not it.
We need a middle linebacker to, we need a linebacker to push Bobby Wagner. Wagner's damn near me and Joey's age. Like he gotta end it.
You know, there's other people older than us on this podcast.
He is sideline back, not a hash to hash backer, huh?
Yeah, Kevin,
What about Chin? What about Chin?
Actually,
Would you keep Chin?
Cut
that shit.
He like 74 years old. Darius is actually
Cut that shit.
older than us.
Cut that shit.
No, I'm not.
Weezel, what'd you say?
I said, would you keep Chin?
That's what I was gonna ask.
Oh, yes, he is. Yeah.
Yeah.
Chin played all right. I mean, it depends on the price, but he played all right.
He's
He
young.
played all right.
He's still young. He's 26 or 27 years old.
Y'all do know Javon Holland is also available at safety, like from Miami. So I mean, Chin ain't beating out Javon Holland if we sign him. Like,
Would you
you can always upgrade
if we sign
exactly.
But let's check this out though. Like the way the league is going, can we move Chin down in a 4-2-5 type of look? Move him down kind of in the box.
Is Chin that big though?
I think he's 230.
Was a 205, 210 type dude.
Maybe he is. I don't know. I'm thinking the way he hit though. He might
about Jimmy Chin being 230.
Maybe not. I don't know. I'm gonna check him out, but
I
thought he might be a little bit bigger than that. I thought he might be a little bigger than that, but maybe not.
Let me look that up. I don't believe he's that big.
No, I do it. You go ahead and finish that.
So while they looking up, would you keep Chin?
All right, so we have.
Would I keep Chin?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's 4?
I would.
So that's 4.
I would keep
it's Wagner, Ertz, Mariota, and Chin.
So y'all wouldn't keep Eckler at all.
Dog, Chin is 26 years old, 6'3", 220. I think he's big enough, dog. 6'3", 220.
Okay.
I'm on the fence.
Okay, Chin's definitely on there now.
I mean,
I'm on the fence with Eckler only because of he's known to freaking fumble the goddamn ball.
No, I don't think about fumble. But I mean, he's had a lot of concussions. He had a lot of concussions lately. Is he on the list?
Availability. Yeah, Eckler is
availability. It's more about his availability.
He's not
even on a free agent list. No,
Again,
I don't see him on the list.
Eckler is a free agent.
He must sign him to a 2-year deal.
I asked earlier, would y'all keep Trent Scott?
All right, so listen, check this out though, real quick. I just want to make a comparison.
Okay, hold on. Let me answer Sean real quick. I'm not opposed to bringing anybody back. Let's go there. I like the chemistry in the team.
St. Juice.
I want to upgrade, right?
Huh? Yeah, he bringing St. Juice back. He likes St. Juice.
Again, I don't hate St. Juice like y'all hate St. Juice, man. I don't. The man was a 6'3" corner. Like
that 6'3" corner don't mean nothing. You still gotta be able to play. I mean, come on now. You can be tall as I don't know what.
Hey,
you can make plays and not get burnt.
Hold up,
Kevin. We talked about it. You know what they need to do? Go get Al Harris, because you know he probably ain't with them no more. And then bring him over and let him work with Chin. There you go, right there.
Well, hold up. If Marcus Lattimore's name was Benjamin St. Juice, y'all would hate Marcus Lattimore. Am I wrong or right? Because he didn't play any better than St. Juice.
I agree.
I agree.
I mean,
I agree with that.
But
why are you giving Lattimore the benefit of the doubt, but not St. Juice?
Had an injury situation going on, and shit. Yeah, he was playing hurt.
It's been the past 3 years of injuries for Lattimore. Go back to the Saints days too. He ain't been great for a while. Let's not sugarcoat it. Playing corner is hard. You can get old overnight. And St. Juice is younger. I'm a lengthier. I'm not gonna say another word, but St. Juice is not a bad man. He's getting a bad rap.
Taller.
He's getting a bad rap, man. I'm telling you. He's getting a bad rap.
I mean, if he work on his skill set and shit, I guess.
The All-Pro linebacker from Philly, Zach Bond, or whatever his name is.
Yeah, he's
talking about the free agents.
Yeah, we're gonna get it. We're gonna get into the
the All-Pro linebacker. He was All-Pro for Philly, right?
Yeah,
6'3", 225, playing linebacker. Okay. So that's why I was like, can we move Chin down, and maybe he can fill in at linebacker sometimes because I mean that's kind of
I mean, if you let
he got some
Wagner
speed for that.
show,
He can run from sideline to sideline.
Well, let me ask you
yeah, but
this.
he still got thump in the middle though. Still got thump
Okay.
in the middle. I'm not sure Chin is thumper, but you know.
Well,
Can I-
if you keep Wagner and keep him in in that area,
So
and
what you
put
do
Chen,
with
you
Louvu?
put Chen and Luvu on the you
Luvu
flank
Okay.
is weak side.
Oh
yeah,
yeah,
Luvu's weak side. He
flank him
ain't going nowhere.
you flank him
Okay.
with
He
Chen
ain't going-
and
not at
Luvu,
all.
and that's what you do.
Yeah, Luvu ain't going nowhere. He is here.
Yeah.
Okay.
But Luvu
Yeah,
could
yeah.
gain some weight though. I wouldn't mind that.
Let me ask y'all this. We have a crowded wide receiver room, right? And I wanted to know what you keep. Okay.
No, we
out of
don't.
the-
It's not crowded.
Okay. So listen.
No, we don't.
Listen. I want to ask y'all
Well, it
how
should be
many
crowded
out of the
no more.
few that who we keep. It's between Jamison Crowder, Noah Brown, Diami,
Diami.
and we ain't even gonna put Osborne on there. So who would you keep out of them three?
Everybody's replaceable. I mean, it all depends who's available in free agent. You know what I'm saying? But everyone's replaceable.
Everybody.
Yeah, none of them has a lock spot. I do like how Diami came on late. We know Noah Brown's obviously a serviceable number 2. How old is Noah Brown right now? He's
Noah
what,
played
28?
well for him. He played well for him.
He did play well. He did play well. He's a serviceable number 2.
Is he a serviceable number
But all,
two,
but
or
all,
is he good number 3?
all of them could be upgraded. All of them could be upgraded though. I don't think none of them is a lock to keep.
But out of the three, who would you keep?
Diami probably for me, just because what he showed late. You know what I'm saying? If he can be
I think
consistent,
Diami's more versatile too,
yeah,
with the
yeah,
screens and stuff like that, and getting up and down the field.
yeah.
We can only keep one.
Yeah, other 3 that they named.
Yeah.
I keep Diami. I keep Diami.
Kevin said,
If you stay, if it's none for me, but like I said, my thesis is they all can stay for the right amount of money. If Diami want a lot of money somewhere else, he can go. They all can go, but if they stay here, you still got to sign other people.
He may have made himself a couple $2 with his last performance. He may have made himself a couple $2. He may have some suitors.
I won't outbid anybody for Diami's services, but I wish him well. But if he stays here, I'm still going to sign somebody else that Diami got to beat out.
Yeah.
He said, I would not outbid nobody. I wouldn't outbid nobody.
I would. You want him to. But again, I don't hate him, but he had his chance here. Like, he had his chance. Like my man St. Brown said, he was drafted over me. You should be better than me. You're not. Like, that's what it boils down to.
Ooh.
Sometimes it takes longer to develop. You know, everybody don't develop as fast.
Well,
maybe he's
coming in. Receiver is one of the hardest positions to acclimate, but they've made it so much simpler for you to acclimate yourself at wide receiver, because that's why people are coming in. So I get that. I kind of get what you're saying, but he probably should have, a little bit further ahead by now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I mean, we had a lot of bad quarterbacks too throwing the ball.
We had a lot of bad coaching too.
Now he has a better coaching, better quarterback. Maybe it's more potential. You know what I'm saying? Somebody who actually give him the ball. I mean, when Jaden dropping them buckets, I mean, he catching it.
So where y'all put Zacchaeus in that? The same thing.
On the boat. Put him on the boat.
I mean, he played hard. I mean, he made plays. But he's not guaranteed. I don't think he guaranteed the spot. I mean, like I said, for the right price. But you got to upgrade the position.
Put him on the boat. Goodbye.
I think Noah Brown was the most consistent. I mean, he showed some upside. You know what I mean? Diami showed some upside, but I think
Noah Brown was more of a possession receiver. Diami showed more speed and getting deep. They were two different type of receivers. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I saw that, but we're gonna get to that. But I'm with Wayne on
those.
That was an earlier comment.
I think Noah was more of a possession receiver. He can catch a lot of tough balls, but in tough traffic.
Whoa.
Joey, stop, man.
Come on, man.
Seriously, I like Noah.
That was a tough one.
He was pretty big for them. He was pretty good for them. He was solid.
No, well, I mean, he did.
He was all right. He was all right.
No, man. I just need something else right there. I need something else for my number 2 or number 1, whatever you want.
1A. Yeah, you're 1A.
I need more explosion from that spot. I need
Exactly.
And I'm not even saying that Noah Brown didn't do his job.
All right, so
He
real
did
quick,
what he
then,
could though. He's not the explosion that I want though. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
That makes sense.
Exactly.
Okay,
Go
so
ahead,
let's go on to the actual free agents that are available. So I'm gonna list the top 10 according to PFF. I mean, but we can go further. I mean, we can break it down by position or whatever. But the top 10 right now is, of course, T. Higgins, who's being compared to Kenny Galladay. I'm not sure that's a good or bad thing.
That's a bad thing. That's a bad thing.
I'm just saying, Galladay was a monster before he went to the Giants. That's all I'm saying. He was a monster. It just didn't quite work out.
Yeah,
He definitely was.
Definitely didn't work out.
Right. And then definitely. Then out of the league didn't work out. It's crazy, yo.
Basically.
Second is Trey Smith.
I'm telling you, they'll put you out too.
For the Chiefs. Yeah.
Trey
Smith is number 2. He's a guard for the Chiefs. We got Javon Holland, who I would love to be a commander.
I got no problem with that either. I have no problem.
Yeah, I have no disagreement there.
He's phenomenal. He is phenomenal, yo.
Yeah.
But he's safety for the Dolphins. We got Chris Godwin, who is a sound ass receiver, runs great routes, and has gotten the job done every year at Tampa Bay. I mean,
a very good number 2, by the way.
Yeah, he's solid. He's getting older.
Exactly.
He's solid.
He is of a great number 2 because he wasn't highly drafted out of Penn State. He was a regular 5th, 6th round type dude, I think, or maybe 4th round, and he just matriculated his way up and got way better. So I always appreciate a player that has never stopped working hard and gotten better every single year, and that's Chris Godwin. We got Khalil Mack. We don't need that. We need the Commanders. We got DJ Reed, who's a corner for the Jets. I don't know much about DJ Reed.
I like him. He fights. I like that dude. He fights.
Right.
I like that. I think he still has room to grow. I think he still got room to grow, but he is
the fact that he's a top free agent, right? Yeah, the fact he's a top free agent, he's the opposite of Sauce Gardner tells you something because he is getting all the work and still playing well.
True.
Sauce gets no work.
I seen a couple of games though. Like that dude is in your face and he fighting. Like I like that dude. Like I said, he got some room to grow, but that would be a target for me.
Okay, so we got Javon Holland and DJ Reed. Next is Amari Cooper. We know who that is. We got Monty Stanley, who's a tackle for the Ravens. He's probably not leaving, so I don't know why he's on his list. We got number 9, Sam Darnold, but I'll skip that. We got Josh Sweat from the Eagles. And then to replace Darnold, we got Stephon Diggs. Said it on purpose. Stephon Diggs to me is interesting. Yeah, that's interesting to me because I may not have a problem bringing Diggs home, yo. Like I may not have a problem with that. He's old.
For the right price, he'd be a serviceable number 2. For the right price.
Always the right price. Yes. But you give $102 million in cap space. $102 million, man, and you can't save it. You might as well spend it.
You expect him to play the opposite of Terry at number 2.
But wait a minute, that's what I'm saying. You wouldn't expect that. Listen, you wouldn't expect him to play. Would you expect him to play in the beginning of the year with his injury that he got? Do you think he will make it back?
No. He hurt.
I thought they said in the Houston that he wouldn't be available until mid-season coming up, though.
Mid-season,
mid-season. So
that hurts him.
I forgot. Yeah, he's been out for
that hurts him a little bit. Like for us, if you got a chance to stash him, then go out by all means. But for us,
we can't afford to stash.
That hurts, huh?
Give $102 million. Yes, we can. Yes, we can.
You
can sign him.
I'm talking about roster wise.
Yeah,
roster
I'm talking about
spot.
roster.
Yeah,
Roster-wise,
roster
we
spot,
can't
roster
afford it.
spot, roster spot.
Because we're
He
gonna need
pup.
him to come in and do
He
something
was
right
good
away.
roster.
You put him on injury reserve. You put on injury reserve.
Yeah, he been
On
a
a
pup.
the pup list.
No,
The
no,
pup
no.
list don't take a spot
I'm
up.
talking about
Pup list don't take
I'm
nothing.
talking about talent wise.
Yeah, production wise.
We just don't. We just like what we gonna go with the people we have until he comes. Like I don't.
We have
I want a
$2
receiver to come in
million.
that's
He
gonna
signed T.
compete.
Higgins and Diggs. Because
You
Diggs
want
not gonna get a
names.
lot of
Oh,
money.
okay. Well, then you talking my language right there. You talking my language. Right
You talking good now.
now you speak. Now we speaking.
Diggs
Now
not
we
gonna get a lot of money.
simpatico.
Diggs ain't
I'm
playing
not sold
for
on
this
T. Higgins.
season.
I wouldn't pay tip. You would pay top dollar for T. Higgins though.
Yes.
I wouldn't. I'm just saying
Yes,
the names.
No. You don't pay him top of the
Absolutely.
market.
Absolutely.
He doesn't stay on the field. And he barely
I would
makes tough catches,
absolutely
but he doesn't
do
get separation. But no. I don't know. He does.
How can separate to do it? To do the
You think
6'5".
He's big. He makes tough. He
What
makes
are you
tough catches. He
separating
makes
from?
tough
What do you need
catches.
to separate from? He's 6'5",
But
dog.
he you got to be able to stay on the field. He's been injury prone his whole career.
He still caught over 1,000 yards. What are you talking about? This dude is nasty. When he's on the field, what did he say? It was 89 or 80, 87 PFF grade? What was it, Kevin? Is it up there? He's an 87
He
or something
is.
PFF grade?
He's number one for a reason. Yeah, he's number one for a reason. But his grade is crap. I don't see. But he's number one for a reason, man. Like,
yeah.
Well, probably number one in free agent. It says 88.3. Let me see.
83.9. Sorry.
83.9. That's a hell of a PFF grade.
Yeah.
And that's the type of dude.
So you pay him top dollar receiver for I don't know. I don't know if it's worth it. I would draft.
Top dollar though. What is top dollar?
Yeah,
he's going to command a top 10 money more than Terry and more than
top
5 money. Yeah, exactly.
What'd you say?
I think I'm fine with paying T. Higgins that much. Like again, we have $102 million paying him.
You say how much, man?
We got 90. We got 90 cap spent.
How much is Jefferson making? 28 a year or 30 a year, something like that?
That's what I'm saying. Are we
They're
basing
in
it on
the 30s.
Justin
They're in the
Jefferson?
30s.
Jefferson is in the 30s.
I think low 30s. Let me see.
How much?
So you think T. Higgins is going to come in what, about 25? 24, 25? He's not.
Terry's at 26, I think.
Okay, that's where he is then. That's about where he is then.
Terry's at 25. Terry's at 25.
I think T. Higgins is in that area right there. Yes, I would pay him that. Any more? No. But that around with Terry,
Terry's proven he can stay on the field. You know,
I understand that, but T. Higgins proves that he's a monster when he's on the field.
When he plays, yes. I mean, they're a better team when they play in Cincinnati. Of course, they're a different team.
Damn.
November 17th, 148 yards. That boy, he caught 10 touchdowns this year.
10.
How many games he missed? Like 5 games. I mean, when he in a game,
he played 2 games and 10 touchdowns.
Exactly.
Hey, look, I take it.
I take it.
If it's the right 2 games, I take it. If both of them against Philly, I take it.
and real quick, I wasn't saying that Lattimore played as bad as St. Juice. I was making an example over the past couple of games how Lattimore has not played well. But St. Juice has done stuff in the past and also didn't play well during the stretch, and everyone hated him. That's all I was saying. I wasn't comparing Lattimore and St. Juice as the same kind of player. But St. Juice to me is younger and can get good, as opposed to Lattimore, who's a 31.
He has time he has room to improve. Yes, right. He has a lot.
And everyone wants to toss him away.
He's young enough to do it. He's young enough to do it.
So I'm going back to the wide receiver free agent in the market only because hey, how you doing?
Hi.
Hey,
hello.
He was real loud about that too. Your forehead in the way, dog.
So Justin Jefferson, he signed 4 years, $140 million contract. Meaning, if you broke it down for 4 years, it's 35 a year. So it's
35.
The market will be in between 35 and 30, or for right
now. Well, for him, for T.
Well, I'm just saying, just for wide receivers, period.
So there's no. He's the top one. So in this year's market, he's the top one. It's not going to be more than about 26. It's somewhere between 26 and 28 because he's the top one. And you're not gonna pay Galladay. I mean, not Galladay. You're not gonna pay Godwin. Probably you probably pay him 20 maybe. Godwin, because he's a solid receiver and he's good, but he's not top or elite or top echelon. Like he was hurt quite a bit too this year. So you know,
Hello.
I think if the depth at receiver, so that's what kind of scares me. I mean, not so much because we have who we have. I'm talking about coming out of the draft, coming out in the draft. It's a lot of receivers coming out, but it's like when you got so many of them that's like on the same level, you don't know which one is gonna pop and which one is not. It's really hard to see who's gonna have that it.
Yeah.
To gauge.
Really pop. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like I think
to gauge that production.
Because I think when you have people like Neighbors,
besides
I think when you have
I think
when you have people like Neighbors and Marvin Harrison Jr. and then you have another set and you could pick out of them, and then you have another set that you could pick out. Like that's, but when all of them are like somewhere in here, all of them, it's like, damn, what if we pick this guy? He looks great, but he doesn't pop.
So who would you say is number one right now, Justin Jefferson or Jamar Chase?
Why are you doing that? You now you get into my segment.
1B.
Now you get into my segment.
But
we're
getting into rapid fire. I had that as rapid fire. You need to quiet down.
We'll get there in a second. But
I need you to quiet down.
Go ahead, Kevin.
Look, just on the receiver front, right? So besides the ones I listed, it ain't too many other ones after that. Because after Stephon Diggs, we got D-Hop, and then we got Hollywood Brown, Darius Slayton, and Keenan Allen. Like it's a far drop off after the Godwins and T. Higgins. So I mean, you don't have to pay T. Higgins if you want him to.
Yeah,
what's in the draft? What receivers are in the draft this year? Are any good ones in the draft?
That's what I'm saying. Like the draft carries a lot of really good receivers, but it's a lot of them that are even. Like they talking about the Colorado 3 are killing in the East-West Shrine game right now. But does that mean that they gonna like Joe Horn Jr.? I love Joe Horn Jr. Like if you can get him in the third round, third round, somewhere around, I'd love to get him. Yeah, I think he's gonna be a really, really good receiver. But I don't need I need somebody with Terry's production on alongside Terry. You know what I'm saying? I need
right now though.
People.
Right
now.
Let me ask you this. Okay, so I think because of their record and what they did this year, they overachieved. And it's like, wait a minute, we got some shit here. I think it changes their long-term plan in the draft a little. I think they say, okay, we could go get these free agents now. We can win now. So I wouldn't say a year ago they would say we would get T. Higgins or go at Godwin or something like that. I think they would have probably played through the draft a little, and they still may. But I think now that they was one game away from the Super Bowl, a few pieces right.
But
the money,
but you still got to build the right way. You shouldn't overpay for players that
we didn't say don't build.
You overpaying for what? Okay, so T. Higgins did play only 12 games last year, which is fine. But he's
how many games did he play before that? How many years he played game before that?
I don't know, but he played 10 games. He played 12 games last year. He scored 10 touchdowns in 12 games. He's 26 years old. He's 6'4". He can stretch the top. He can go across the middle. The dude can play. That's what I'm saying. So you still build it for the future because he's only 26 years old, which means he has what? Room to improve, right? He can still get to that echelon where he has that size. He has the size of like what was it? Green? AJ Green? Mm-hmm. That's his makeup. That's his build. That's his makeup.
Like AJ that tall? Okay.
Yeah, 6'3", somewhere in that range. But he's lanky, tall, and he can run every route. So at 26, yes, he had some nagging injuries, ankles and stuff. But I feel like if they were in contention more, maybe that ankle does not hurt as much. You know what I'm saying? Like they were sorry the whole year. Let's not get it. But if it was a playoff thing, do you think he would have played off of ankle? I'm not sure, but I don't think he would have sat on the sideline. Like I don't think. I think those like you said, what Kevin said earlier, when you get confidence and you winning, them injuries seem to go away, don't they?
Yeah, but that's what I was asking. So, do y'all think that the game plan kind of changes in the draft and free agency?
Yes.
Because what they did this year. You see what I'm saying?
Just
because
like
it was a rebuild team. Don't get it twisted. It was a rebuild team in the beginning of the year. We were in
once you find that you have a rookie quarterback that can take you somewhere, that's when you really start to build to get because you can pay money while this rookie is on his rookie deal. That's the ultimate. That's like the ultimate thing, right? So Houston went after Steph Diggs. They already had Tank and Nico.
Yeah.
Right? But they went out with Steph Diggs because they was like, this gonna really set our off. And at the beginning, before Nico got hurt, before Steph ultimately got hurt, they was rolling. Mixon looked like the back that Kevin always thought he could be. and they were rolling. It's when them injuries started coming in place. When the injuries started coming in place and stuff like that, that's when it was like, okay, well, it kind of slowed down, but they still got to the playoffs. They still got to the second round. They just ran into the Chiefs again. So you just, like I said, you kind of you want to get to where you can get the best player available in the draft. That's where you want to get to. When you don't got to feel a need, you just be like, yeah, let's just get that dude because he's an animal at 29.
So Kevin, I saw you shrug when we said something about the rebuild situation. So go ahead.
That's the benefit of having a rookie quarterback. I mean, to be honest, I mean, no, I was just piggybacking what Joey said. Like most of the Super Bowl caliber teams over the past couple of years, besides the Chiefs, because they gave Mahomes his money, are built on rookie NFL quarterback contracts. Like Seahawks did that. Like the freaking 49ers did that. Like we have 4 years now until Jaden comes up for the re-up to spend the money and build weapons around them, build a defensive line. We have the money to spend it. So all the talk about should he spend that kind of money, like T. Higgins is the top receiver out there. Pay the man the money. Get him here. Let's go. I'm saying Javon Holland, the best safety out there.
We still got like 9 draft picks, so you can still pick up depth.
You have a lot.
You can still get a receiver.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. We can still get a receiver in the second round or something like that. Or whatever.
We still need linemen too.
What Chicago do? They had DJ
exactly.
Moore, Allen.
Improve the O-line, D-line. Yeah, exactly. Another pass rusher. We need another edge rusher.
Yeah, we definitely need protections. Just on the offensive line aspect. Consistency. That's what we really need is consistency and to cut down on some of those injuries where our O-line players be gone for at least 1 to 2 games like every year. Key ones too. So yeah.
Okay, so let me ask y'all a question real quick, and it's real quick. No long. It's real quick, and it's gonna be in the order 1, 2, 3. What do we get in free agency? Name the top 3 positions you would what is the word? Address in the free agency. Starting with you, Kevin. The top 3 positions.
One, I don't think any of the top linemen are leaving their spots. I don't see Duke and Casey leaving. I don't see Ravens letting go their top dude, right? So here would be my plan. I would spend money if I can on T. Higgins. I don't think we can get T. Higgins or Javon Holland. It'd be one or the other. If we get both, that's a lot of money. But get one or the other, safety or receiver, right? And then with the draft picks we have, I want them to draft players that'll be understudies for those free agents that they're signing. So if we get Javon Holland, draft a B-staff safety to sit behind Javon Holland or to at least learn from Javon Holland and play with them. If we get T. Higgins, get a receiver in the first round or whatever or second round, whatever, to learn underneath T. Higgins and be the depth guy, be the Oduze for freaking for the Bears. I'm saying something that's no one expects something from him. He's there as a weapon, but he's gonna get better every year. If the lineman they sign in free agency, again, that's fine. You're gonna spend the money on a lineman in free agency, whether defensive or offensive, and they're gonna play. You're still gonna draft their replacement in 2 years. So we know the holes: line, secondary, receiver, linebacker. I'm not sure you're gonna find that, but whatever linebacker is definitely a hole. But Wagner played amazingly, so whatever. But wherever your holes are, you're gonna sign a free agent, try to bolster that up, and your draft picks are gonna be depth for those free agents. That's how I would do it.
Okay. All right, Darius.
Yeah, I mean, I basically said the same thing. I mean, really, you gotta bolster that line, offense and defensive line. I mean, you gotta get depth. I mean, you lost some pass rushers last year, and you got to get more rushing the pass. Safeties, cornerbacks, the got to get some people who can cover. And the scheme they played this year, mix of man and zone. I mean, really, I think once they get, obviously, Lattimore, I'm not sure if he's coming back next year. If they do keep him, I don't know if it's worth keeping him.
He is.
Obviously, they made a trade for him.
His contract. He's back.
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't happy with his play. Maybe he coming off an injury, he played better next year. He did bring some toughness to the team, but he still was a little off to me. Maybe he had a full off season, come back healthy, play a little better. But you got to get depth at cornerback.
Hard,
I did like how the rookie played. The rookie played well. Somerset, after he got a little toasted against AJ Brown this year, last game, the rookie played well. And then obviously we need some receivers. And dude, I'll be in a second. You gotta get some top receivers. Go ahead. I'm gonna have to take out this little dude real quick. Go ahead, man.
All right. Go ahead, Sean. What you
piggybacking just on the main things is definitely offensive, defensive line, wide receiver. But I'm jumping out there, y'all. I want. I mean, of course, we don't have a Shayshawn or Gibbs, but I want something like that. Saquon. My bag. I was messing with today. How dude was on the internet. Yeah, but I really want a different running back. I want that explosiveness, man. Because like I was saying earlier, or Joey, you were saying earlier, how the game is just changing to have that type of backfield, like not for the RPO or play action. Like we need that type of weapon to complement Jaden. Let's go for it. I don't know how we're gonna get it, or just really do something is gonna have to change in that area. And that's all. That's my take. It's on you, Joey.
Well, I'm of course I'm gonna say basically, same thing. I'm on the board with Kevin. I don't think offensive line is gonna be. I think it's gonna be a hard position to fill in free agency.
Mm-hmm.
I think we're gonna have to get in the draft and get some linemen to do that, get some depth. Because I just don't think the top linemen, and that's what we need. We don't need another half average graded lineman to come and play for us out of free agency. We don't need that. We need one of the top guys to say, "Hey, I want to go over there and play." They can plug and play. That's what we need. We need a couple of one or two of those.
I agree.
So I'm gonna take that. I'm gonna take that out. And I'm gonna say this, Kevin. It might be a little expensive, but if you can get Higgins and Javon Holland at both, I say get both.
I didn't want to say that. That's like 50 million.
You got 102 million.
Exactly.
I think
y'all got too much. 90 million. It's 90
let's
million.
say this, because Javon Holland's in safety.
No, it's projected 102 though. It says projected 102, so it ain't the thing came out yet.
Okay.
Because now that's only projected of where they think the salary cap will go. It might, if we get another deal somewhere over the offseason, another TV deal, that jump could jump. You know what I mean? But Javon Holland, I don't think going to take you to 20 million because he's a safety. I don't think they pay that much for safeties yet. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what the market is, but you pay 25 for T, 15 for Holland. That's 40. I mean, we can still got a little bit of money to work with, but I'd say try to get them to solidify two things. You just mooch in, like I said, mooch in down. Just mooch in down. He's big enough. Let's see what he can do, right? He's aggressive and he's big enough. Let's go see what he can do. And I think I'm with Sean on that, but the only problem I have with that is I like Aaron Jones in that position at running back, but I don't know how good that would, like Kevin said, that definitely has to be for the right price. But I do want an explosive back. Somebody that can just take the top off at any time. But I think they're gonna find out
Aaron Jones right now. I don't know if you want Aaron Jones. I mean,
I'd rather draft some random ass.
I'd rather get a young.
Of course. I'm just
running back is a young. You gotta get younger at that position.
Yeah, of course. But I mean, listen, I think Aaron still got a little bit in the tank. So, if it's at the right place, if you want to bring him in for a year and try to
In the
groom
right
somebody else,
place.
I'm okay with that. Like Kevin said, maybe bring him in for a year at a $8 million, $10 million,
I mean, you still got
and you
Eckler. You
draft
still got Eckler. You still got Eckler on the
another.
contract.
Huh?
Eckler on the contract. You still got Eckler for another
Yeah.
year, unless you cut him.
Yeah, I'm okay with
You know
that,
what I'm
but
saying?
I mean, he ain't
You don't need
replacing
two old
Eckler.
running. You don't need two old running backs.
He ain't replacing Eckler. I ain't really,
You think you can take some Brian Robinson?
Right.
No.
But,
You're
Yeah,
not
that's why
taking Brian
Aaron
Robinson.
wasn't on my radar because of that. Because Eckler's still here.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So
Yeah,
okay,
but-
so this is what I would do. I not my bad, Joey. Go ahead if you're not.
No, I'm done.
Okay, so what I definitely would do was the game is won in the trenches for the most part. So I definitely would address the line. Defensive end is pretty good in the draft. So what I would definitely do that. And that Higgins is a sexy pick for me because of now what they achieved this year. They just need a little more firepower. And I mean, that Higgins, that would be a good thing. Diggs, the only thing about Diggs is his injury and when he could come back. We need someone available now. We're not Kansas City or we're not, teams like that. We need to win now. You see what I'm saying? But I will say this on this too. I was looking at the draft and looking at the strength and position, and I'm gonna do it real quick for y'all. I'm not gonna read over it, but the draft, it ranks all the positions right now, right? I'm not gonna read over it. I sent it to y'all. Y'all can read it later. But they say offensive tackle is pretty good in the draft. Interior offensive line is scarce. The interior defender is great right now. The edge defender is good right now, and the linebacker is scarce. The cornerback is great right now. Defensive backs is great right now. This off the PFF, and the safety is great. And I would say one other position that I really like is that tight end position. We already have a tight end, but
Yeah.
you're looking at the tight ends right now. I don't know if y'all watch well, y'all do, but them two tight ends that Warren and Loveland. I mean, yes, Penn State. Oh, he's different. He's
that dude is not going past pick number 8.
Okay, no, but listen,
we're not getting him, man.
But wait a minute.
Yeah,
y'all not hearing me. And Loveland from Michigan. He might go. He might go before Warren, but he's legit. He's legit too. So I think that tight end position is something to look at. If you're not, depending on how you feel about the one that's behind Ertz. You know what I mean?
I think
Senate can play. I think
I don't think they're gonna look at tight end per se too much this year because I think they're gonna because Ertz. Listen, Zach Ertz caught a lot of passes for us, a lot of important passes for us. Like he not gonna get you, too much yak or whatever. But he did hurt a dude the last game. I know y'all saw that shit. But
yeah,
he ain't gonna get you too much. He ain't gonna get you much, but he's gonna be reliable. He's gonna be a reliable third down dude for Jaden.
Well, this falls into the play that I have.
To show some improvement.
I know, Jay, but I'm
get more playing time. I think that position they're gonna be all right with for now. That's all I'm saying.
I know, but I was still in my little part though. But yeah, what I was saying was I'm not saying get a tight end. I was saying it's something to look at because if I'm not mistaken, in free agency before the draft, so they're going to address some things in free agents. They're not getting a tight end in free agents, so they're going to address some things in free agency when they hit the draft. If they're not, depending on how they feel about him, because like Kevin said, he wants to draft somebody to put behind somebody. Well, guess what? You look at Ertz. I mean, you got Bates, he's a free agent, and you got Ertz, right? And Ertz,
you got Senate. They just drafted. Senate just drafted. He's a good young.
I'm not overlooking him. I'm not looking at him. But what I am saying is, depending on how you feel about him, if they either gotta play him, they gotta say, okay, this is our plan with him and play him, or you gotta figure out what you're gonna do at that position. You feel what I'm saying? Because that position right now, where you can get these guys right here, I think it's a pretty good situation, and they need to decide what are they going to do with him. You know what I mean? Because, like you said, Bates is a free agent, and so is Ertz.
Yeah, but I don't think that's a.
It's not a top need. It's not.
I don't think that's a need that they're going to look at.
But I know that. But I'm saying what I would consider.
I understand. I just don't think they will. Because of, like you said, they probably gonna try to re-sign Zach Ertz because he's gonna come back for little to none money. He was very, very serviceable. And if they think Senate is gonna progress and try and eventually take it over, then
they're gonna probably groom him.
And at the least, they got a productive third down.
Yeah, that's it.
Touchdown
I know Bates, I think Bates is gone. I think they're not gonna keep Bates. He's a blocker.
I think you're right about that. I don't see.
Yeah,
they like him blocking though, but Bates gonna come very cheap too. So maybe they keep him. Who knows?
Yeah, maybe they do.
Maybe they do. I mean, he's a very good blocking tight end, and they love him. They love him for that.
They like him. They do like him. I heard that they do like him. So we're gonna move.
And he catch a pass right now every once in a blue
moon. Blue moon. So we're gonna get into this. I was talking to Sean earlier, and I was saying, okay, after this game, if you're the coach, what would you say to the locker room? And what would be your mindset? What would you say to the coaches after that as well?
Okay, thanks for the segue, B there. What I would say to my locker room, if I'm Dan Quinn and the year and the season that we have had, what I would tell my locker room is this. I would tell them, great goddamn season. Way to make a change in the culture that we have had in this organization. Let's continue. Let's have your fun, get some rest, and be ready to work come, training camp. Because I can't ask for nothing else. We exceeded abundantly this season. That's to the team, man. I would tell them, clap it up, man. Be happy for yourselves and continue to stay connected. That's what I tell them over the off season, and have some fun, because that's about it. What I would tell my coaches, look here, keep going. We got to keep going, but in order to keep this thing going, we're gonna have to work just as harder than we did this season. Give me more of what you gave me this season.
I'm proud of that. I like that.
And that's it.
And it's a good thing because the coach is coming back. When the Saints trying to get the offensive coach.
Yeah.
And he declined. Coming back.
And then Cliff too. And then Cliff's coming back too. I'm gonna
have to do my segment earlier in the
I was definitely happy at the fact that that Cliff said that he was gonna come back for another season. At least give us one more shot before he get a AC.
I think I know where to go. That's why he came back.
I mean, plus he getting the same salary, as a head coach.
He ain't getting no more money in the Saints.
Exactly. You getting more control. That's it.
Right.
On a worse roster.
He said it's gonna be hard to leave Jaden anyway. It's gonna be hard to leave him, dog. Yeah, he said that out of his mouth.
That's like a new car. That's a brand new car, and it's nice and sexy. And he said,
and that's a brand new car that runs well.
Yeah, I could do so much with this.
You want to leave a Maserati and go to a school bus?
Yeah, he ain't trying to do that. So we're gonna move on into this segment right here.
DD's dynamic picks of the week.
Damn it, yeah.
Got it ready. All right, this week is a rough week. There's only 2 games. It was 2 games, but I both my picks lost. So it was a rough week. And let's save our Super Bowl pick for next week, though. Let's just talk about. We didn't talk about the other games.
That's fine.
Let's say So let's talk about this week. Kev, you wasn't here, so we didn't get your picks, but I went 0-2 picking the Bills upset. Sean 1-1, Joey 1-1, 0-2-0. Bezel 0-2, man.
Yeah.
I have the tally next week before the next game. But let's talk about the Bills game.
I would have gone 2-0 by the way.
You would have went 2-0.
You would have 2-0.
I knew you would pick Philly. I knew you would.
Hey, by the way, fellas.
I would have picked. Come on now.
By the way, fellas, you're right. I should have picked Philly last week.
Yeah, you should have. You didn't. Maybe we would have won.
Exactly.
I told you.
Yeah, you told him to pick Philly.
Kept telling me to pick him.
Jinx is. Let's do a recap last week because we How about them Chiefs, man? They
man,
another 1-score win. I mean, really, it was a close game. They stopped Josh Allen on that tush push a couple times on 4th down. Obviously, he had the refs making a couple calls.
It was a
I mean,
first
really,
down, man.
it was close. It was close. I mean, let's get your feedback, Sean. What happened? What happened that
It was
game?
close, man. It was close.
Man, he was 6'5". If it's not his helmet, his arms, the ball
He should have been 6'6".
Yeah, I know. Exactly.
Never.
He should have been 6'6", man. I know.
The first initial move, he was across the plane. If not across the yardage to gain, he was already past it. But nevertheless,
what happened? Why did Buffalo lose that? Why did Buffalo lose that game? Besides that play, why did Buffalo lose that game?
D-Nice, the main reason why is because they can't. I'm not gonna say they can't handle pressure, but they can't push through. They cannot push through. I don't care what anybody tells me about Buffalo, how much talent they got, whatever they got. They can't push through. That's why they lost.
What about you, Joey? What's your interpretation of that game?
First of all, it wasn't a first down because his head was across, but the ball wasn't. Also, I mean, he was holding the ball in his torso. His head went across, but that don't mean the ball went over there. But anyway, it was close. I wouldn't have gave him a first down either because you can't see where the ball is. And if it's already called no first down, you can't overturn the call.
The first judge said it was, then the second one said it wasn't.
Okay, and the second judge probably was like, "Shut the fuck up, nigga! I got this." That's probably what happened. I don't know. All I'm saying is, if when they did the replay, if it was already called no first down,
it's hard to overturn it.
You can't overturn it because you can't see where the ball is. You just can't. Okay, I'm not gonna go there, but I agree with Sean. They just don't have it. They don't have what you call it. They just don't. I don't know what it is, but it is what Patrick Mahomes has. It is what Jaden Daniels has when we have the ball last. That's what it is. When you have the ball, and I'll never forget it. I'm gonna talk about this real quick. When we played the Falcons, Brian is right. I know he told y'all, but he said it. We was watching. We was at a little jump with a band. You remember, Sean? And what did he come to say? He said when we start overtime, Jaden had the ball. He said, "Don't worry about it. We're gonna win this game."
Yep.
Before the kickoff, as soon as he said we had it, as soon as we got the toss, he said, because I was on pins and needles. I ain't gonna lie to you. I was on pins and needles. Brian came to us. He said, "Don't watch. He said, don't worry about it. We gonna win. Let's go enjoy the band. We gonna win."
Yeah.
That's what he said. Because Jaden Daniels has it. That's how you win this first game.
Well, the thing is, he threw that ball. Look. When it was 4th down, and he threw it up. Dude had he could have made that. That catch was in his arms. He threw it up.
I understand that.
It was right there.
Up. He just threw it. The problem is that it wasn't a
the pass hit the receiver in the arms. You got to make that catch.
Yeah, you got to make the catch, but he threw it up. I mean, like, I'm not saying Josh Allen don't have it. I'm saying they don't have
the team.
They don't have it. They just I don't know what it is. I don't know why they don't, because they've been trying to push through for so long. They cracked, and the dude, he didn't want to be great, I guess. Because it was right there. It was right there. It was a nice jump, but I don't know, man.
You know what? I'm gonna say this, man. I was an advocate for Buffalo all year long. Mm-hmm. And I looked at Joey and I said this to Joey. I said today. Was he today or yesterday? I said, Joey, you know what? They didn't do it this year. That's their window's closing. Their window is closing. Yeah. I mean, like if you it's certain teams. I think Houston will be fine next year. I think certain teams will be fine. And then somebody's gonna come out of nowhere. But I think Buffalo, like being real, like that was their window of opportunity is closed.
Yeah.
And they just don't have it. You can blame the refs, you can blame Mahomes, you can blame whatever. I think it's more so it's Buffalo.
Yeah.
They just don't.
Because you're right, Darius. Even though they had to play against all this stuff, He still had a chance to win the game at the end.
It still had a chance. Exactly.
Yeah, but they
exactly.
just
But they didn't make the play. They gotta make the play.
They don't have it.
and they don't make the play, but then you don't get to stop. You had 3 timeouts. Then you don't get to stop. I was like, go ahead, Kev.
Well, I was watching the game on the ride back, and I don't know, man. I think y'all have been real harsh on a team that's losing to a potential 3-time Super Bowl champion. Like they're running up against a dynasty. Like it's like y'all blaming Karl Malone and John Stockton for saying they don't have it because they lost to the Bulls twice. Like it's only one team will have it on a particular. Huh?
I get you.
I don't know. It just seems a bit overkill to be like they don't have it. They run it into a dynasty. Like during the time when Braves went on a championship, a lot of players didn't get. I mean, they sound like Beazell here, but the Patriots stopped a lot of great teams from getting championships. But that don't mean they didn't have it. It just means they ran into a dynasty. It's there's only one winner. I get it, but I don't know. I can't call a team that's always there in the running that don't have it. I think they're just losing to the same team every year because that team's a dynasty. I can understand if they were losing to a different team every year, like, say the first year was Houston and they lost to Kansas City, then they lost to another upstart team. But they're losing to the same team every year because it's a freaking dynasty. Like,
it is.
I don't know, man. It's a dynasty. It is what it is, man.
I see what
KC's
you're
a
saying.
dynasty.
I see what you're saying, and I do. I agree to an extent, but I still just think
he ain't got it.
You're right. It's something. It is still something missing. You know what I'm saying? It's still something missing. And I get what you're saying, but it's still something missing. Like, because you still can't push through, and let's not act like KC is getting better every year because they lose talent. So
they're Super Bowl champions. What are you talking about?
They still champions. I get that.
They know what the hell they're doing.
They're not. So you mean they? So yeah, they are a little bit better than last year. I ain't gonna lie to you. They're a little bit more.
This roster is better than last year.
Yeah, but the roster from last year, from the previous year, is not that.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I mean, I get what you're saying, Kevin. I can't disagree.
They're
with
the
that.
champions. It's still the
Kev,
and they know how to win.
Or rebuttal to your point because you're making absolute sense in saying that. What I mean by it, they just can't seem to push through. Even in history, Buffalo went 4 times and could not push through. So maybe it's the organization. I don't know what it is, but
maybe it's a curse.
Damn it, man.
The 4 losses. They lost to 4 different teams. That I can give you that they don't have it because it was the same Jim Kelly squad lost to 4 different teams.
Actually, they lost
all from the NFC East, by the way. But
right, I want to say they lost
the Giants, lost the Skins.
Yeah.
Who else was
Denver.
it? It was
lost to Dallas twice, didn't they?
Dallas,
they lost to Dallas twice in that job.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was Dallas twice. Yeah. There you go. Yeah. So that could be labeled as don't have it. That can be labeled that. It's the same team every year.
But Josh Allen only can't get past KC or KC and Baltimore because he just beat Baltimore this year.
He just beat Baltimore. It's just KC. It's just KC.
Okay. But who did they lose last year though?
They lost to KC last year in Buffalo because KC went to Buffalo and beat them.
But then they beat the brakes off them last year though.
I don't know if they beat the brakes off.
It wasn't that close. I know it wasn't that close.
It's always been close with them, the rivalry, though. It's always close.
Last year? I don't know. Okay, but maybe I said it wrong. Maybe I'm not looking for it, but it's just that it's something. It's something. I don't know what it is, but it's something, man. And I know they thought this year was it. I know they did. I know some Buffalo fans just knew that this was the year. But you're right, Kevin. I mean, those dudes got that.
They lost to Cincinnati.
Got that championship thing on
them.
They
lost to Cincy, yeah.
They lost to Cincinnati. They lost to Cincinnati too.
Last year?
Before.
Wait, okay.
It's Kansas City like 4
yeah, you're right.
Cincinnati 1.
Okay.
Yep, that's who they lose to. Yeah.
Okay, you're right.
Joey Burrow, I think he beat everybody.
Yeah, that was 2 years ago. 2 years ago, right? Yeah.
3 years ago. It had to be 3, right?
A couple years ago,
3
2 or 3 years
Yeah,
ago.
because he was hurt the other year.
Yeah, because it was
Yeah.
Kansas City. Kansas City won 2 in a row. So it was 3 years ago when because that's when they went to the jail and they beat Kansas City. They beat Buffalo and Kansas City.
They beat Buffalo and Kansas City.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I agree with you, Kevin, though. I can't say maybe I can't say it, but it is something.
It.
Because they definitely believed it. Because they definitely believe. You think Buffalo definitely believed this was the year. They definitely did. That they was gonna get past KC.
They full of shit.
BZ,
KC got that championship stench on them. They can't get it
the
off.
the same question you asked me. What would you say if you was
Buffalo
coach?
Oh man,
what would you say?
I say, look,
tough.
man. No matter what, y'all ain't gonna win this shit. Just do the best you can to the regular year. You gonna run up against Kansas. So go ahead and plan your trip. When you know you playing Kansas City, go ahead and plan your trip. Don't even have to go home.
Cancun now.
Do something that Joey say. You just go straight off the bus or the plane, wherever you're going. Go ahead and pack.
Go right off the bus. As soon as you leave, get on the bus and go.
I look at Josh Allen and say, "Look, man, you ain't it. You ain't it. You just good enough." And I'm about to put Lamar there too. But you ain't it. I'm like, listen, I'm gonna say, listen, until this guy over here stop playing, that guy with that KC, until they stop, you just playing.
I don't know.
Yeah, that's it. That's all I can say to him, and that's just being real. We're not gonna win. Just try the best you can.
Oh man!
All right.
Okay.
All right. We'll do our picks. We'll do our Super Bowl picks next week.
All right, rapid fire with Jo, and we about to run it out.
All right, rapid fire with Jo. Has to mean rapid fire.
Pew 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 pew.
Pew, 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 pew.
I gotta be pew pew though. That gotta be pew pew.
Pew, pew, pew.
I need some more. I need cannons. Cannons to the right of him.
Cannons to the left of them.
Right,
man.
Since we already brought it up, Kingsbury, was that a good move for him to stay?
It's rapid fire. Yes.
Easy.
Great move for Jaden. Great move for Jaden. And offense.
For Kingsbury.
Yes.
For Kingsbury too. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Jimmy Butler got suspended again, but does he get traded?
Yes.
Yes.
And somebody take him.
No, because ain't nobody.
Yeah, no, they're gonna take him.
Right.
They said they can't find suitors. They said they can't find suitors right now. They said
Is that right? Nobody want him?
They said nobody want to take him.
And I think he wants to try.
But he going through a lot though, y'all.
He want to try to.
Man.
Yeah, you right.
He want to try to control it too. I think.
Yeah.
I think he want to try to control the trade too. I think. We just talked about this, but it's a 2-part question. Will Josh Allen or Lamar eventually get through and win a ring?
I don't know.
I'm gonna say yes.
I say Lamar.
Yes.
Lamar. I say
Lamar will.
Yeah, Lamar before Josh.
Okay, yeah. so your second. So the second part of this question you already answered, B. Since you think so, Sean, which one you think will get there first?
Lamar.
Kevin, you didn't even answer. Do you think they're gonna get there?
Here's the thing. This may piss Beazell off, right?
It won't.
Harbaugh gonna quit. Look, Harbaugh gonna quit eventually, right? And I'm not sure if that team is the same without Harbaugh. Like the mental toughness.
Well, my buddy was like, Harbaugh should go now. So he think they make too many mistakes. They always making turnover prone. I mean, not turnover prone, but mistake prone, penalty prone, and he mismanages the game. So maybe another coach will take them over, put them over the top.
That's a hell of a risk. I mean, he's the longest tenured coach, and he's done a great job. Like, to make the assumption that they could do better than Harbaugh is audacious as fuck.
It's not that
that's the same with Tomlin. Tomlin's been there almost as long as Harbaugh. Both only got one Super Bowl, but they haven't given. You need like somebody like remember Tampa Bay coach, somebody to take him over the top. You know, who was that coach to take him over the top? I think that's what they probably need.
All right, last one.
Tony Dungy, take him over the top. I mean, maybe. I'm just saying. They
last
maybe
one.
Take him over the top.
Last one. Chase or Jefferson?
Motherfucker.
I like Jefferson.
Chase.
But I like Chase.
Jefferson.
I like Chase. I like
Chase. More explosive. Chase.
You know what?
Both of them are explosive.
You know what? I'm with Kevin. I'm gonna change it. I want Jefferson. You know why? Because he's done it with different. I've seen him do it with Sam Darnold. He's done it with different quarterbacks.
Exactly.
Chase, I don't know what Chase would do if that story is different. Matter of fact, I saw pieces of
Chase did it with the backup quarterback when what's name was hurt. When he had backup quarterback last year.
He still had a pretty good year. Yeah, he
had a pretty good year when the backup quarterback. Remember Burrow was hurt a couple times.
But he had a decent year. But I mean, what Jefferson was doing with Sam Darnold. And Kevin said Jefferson is what made Sam Darnold look good. I think that's what he said.
I said it.
Listen, let me push back on that a little bit. I'm gonna push back on that a little bit. Go ahead. Wait a minute. First of all, before I do that dude over there still gotta give him his answer. He's still.
I really want to say 7-Eleven. I really want to say always open, man, because he is a dog, y'all. Jamar Chase is a dog, but shit, I'm going with Jettas, man. I'm finna do that dance.
Darnold, dog.
Yes, that shit.
Ain't no wrong choice, man. Let's be honest.
Let me say this. Okay.
Always open. That nigga always.
Yeah, Jefferson
open.
did make Sam Darnold look good, but Sam Darnold still do some high level elite passes. Like he has the skill set. He wasn't number one for no reason.
Yeah.
And it wasn't like he had a dynamite arm or something like that when he was number one. His part of his reasoning he was number one when he came out of USC was his elite level passing. You know what I'm saying? So yes, I think he got a lot of confidence. I think he showed some of that. But definitely having Jefferson helped him a lot. So yes. I just wanted to push back on that a little bit.
Well, I just seen the story with two different quarterbacks.
Yeah, that's true.
And
what? Oh, Kirk Cousins? Kirk Cousins is so it's time to go? Is it time?
Kirk went to Atlanta. Kirk
can't do much in Atlanta.
Yeah. So
Kirk is Kirk had some good years though. Kirk had some good years in Minnesota. Let's not do that.
Yeah, he did. One playoff, or just one playoff win. I mean, that's hard. Yeah,
he don't do well in the playoffs. He don't do well in the playoffs at all.
It was in college, but we did see a sample size with Jefferson and Burrow, and we know how that would look. And I'm just saying, I just think Burrow.
But who was the number one receiver in that group though?
Yeah,
Chase.
But
Jamar broke records. It was Jamar, but I'm just saying.
That man said my nickname 7-Eleven. I'm always open, man. Always.
You stole that from me, man. I said that years ago.
But you can't.
I said it about Jamar years ago.
Yeah, but you can't deny what.
So that's before Chase was even talking about he was open because we was already open, baby.
Yeah, no, go ahead. You can't deny what Jefferson has done with.
No,
Sam
you can't. You cannot.
Nah, you can't.
I was. Yeah, that especially when they came up with that wide receiver U thing. Like when you look at that, you got two dudes that's breaking records and the other two dudes that's rookie of the year finalists. Like,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and it is not an accident or no coincidence that the three rookie of the year finalists, I think, were LSU kids.
Mm-hmm.
Or at least in the running. I don't know if they were finalists, but I know that's not a you know what I'm saying, coincidence, dog.
That's a hell of a recruiting tool too, man.
Uh-huh.
Get rid of Brian Kelly. Get rid of Brian Kelly, you be good.
You'd be good to go, right? God, please do. Unless you make that change.
Well, all right, fellas. This is about it. We're gonna wrap it up. Was that your last question, J.O.?
Yeah, that was it. That's my last question.
Hey, we're gonna wrap it up. Next week we should
you know what? No, I wasn't gonna. Yeah. One more question. Because I heard this tonight. That's why I wasn't gonna put it in, but Zach LaVine was thinking about it. Should he enter the dunk contest again?
Shit.
Because he was talking. He was
If
saying,
him and Aaron Gordon can go right back at it one more time.
I don't know about Aaron Gordon. I just said Zach. I just know Zach was talking about it. They said Zach.
I mean, if I'm Zach, I'm doing it because I need to raise up my profile a little bit. Like
exactly, I'm in. Yeah, I'm in.
Well, where's there to lose?
Plus he was killing it, and I think he got the hops to do some of this shit that these other motherfuckers that these amateur dunkers doing. That's what I want to see. I think they should do that.
Yeah.
Just instead of a just have them dudes do the dunk contest, like the amateurs that be them dudes be killing it.
Oh yeah,
the professional dunkers,
professional dunkers. Let them do a dunk contest. They be killing it. Or let them do some kind of exhibition or something instead of I don't know. Anyway, I'm done.
All right, man. Well, all right, that's it. I guess we'll recap the Pro Bowl. Well, yeah.
Recap the Pro Bowl. We talk some NBA.
Yeah, NBA coming up.
We getting that March Madness,
NFL draft.
Cracking.
Yeah, we go
exactly. College basketball, almost March Madness a little bit.
Isn't that crazy? Isn't that crazy though? It's almost March Madness. Like goddamn.
I know.
Almost March Madness. Shoot. And what? It's 2 weeks, and then we got the NBA All-Star game. What? 2-3 weeks? Right?
Exactly.
That shit crazy.
All right, fellas. Well, it's been real, man.
You're now tuned into the Next2Flex podcast.
Streets talking about.